Hello YouTube, this is Clipsy here, and today we're going to do something a little different. We're going to go ahead and watch the Cell versus Metal Sonic death battle. I don't know who my chips are on. Well, actually, I kind of do. Unfortunately, I love Metal Sonic so much. They're my favorite Sonic villain. I wish they did more with. But Cell, I feel like, outpaces him by like a couple of miles, so I don't know. We'll have to see. Let's go ahead and get started into this. It looks like it's beautifully animated, though.
Cell versus Metal Sonic.
Which copycat android is truly the superior model?
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
God,
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor,
I love
and
Neo
skills to
Metal's
find out who
design
would
so
win
much.
a death battle.
I was a Sonic Heroes kid growing up, so.
There's a monster stalking Gingertown. No one who's seen it has lived to tell the tale.
Oh yeah,
All
that
left
episode.
behind was their clothes. Something ate these people's insides, leaving only a shadow behind.
Some
Yep.
kind of creature driven only by the need to feed. Earth's new apex predator, the ultimate life form.
The Namekian Piccolo went to investigate this manslayer and discovered that it was intelligent. Its tail could unravel to absorb its hapless victims. And
God,
add
that
energy to
that
its
episode
wretched
was so gross.
But the nightmare was only just beginning, because for its last trick, somehow this freak of nature knew the Kamehameha.
The history of this creature's origin was decades in the making. Years ago, the world was terrorized by the most advanced paramilitary organization in history.
I want to pause. Yeah, Red Ribbon Army. I want to pause and say that Cell is also my favorite villain in Dragon Ball Z. Honestly, like the best villain ever for them, I think. And I wish they did more with them. Unfortunately, the creator didn't like drawing spots.
By this little kung fu gremlin, Son Goku.
But Red Ribbon's dream of revenge lived on within their head scientist, Dr. Giro.
Hiding
Dr.
away in his
Giro.
spooky cave laboratory, Giro would go to work studying the Z fighters from afar, learning everything there was to know about them.
And building a series of androids that would destroy his spiky-haired nemesis once and for all.
He made a ton of them.
Tried a lot.
Energy androids, key absorbing
Oh,
androids.
okay. I want
Thunderhead.
to read that. While specifically similar, Cell Max from Dragon Ball Superhero is a separate character for Perfect Cell. Yeah, I'm glad that they're keeping that separate because that wouldn't be entertaining. I don't think.
Androids, and even ginger androids.
However, none of Giro's creations were capable of matching that drive to improve that Goku and his fellow martial artists possessed.
Luckily, he had one more android left.
They've come
That
close.
Little booger so complex he'd take years after Giro's death to complete. Its name was Cell.
Born from
Yep.
a single cell, get it? This android
Oh, okay,
possessed
I
the
wanna-
genetic information of all the greatest.
I know a bit, but I don't know a lot. I'm gonna try to educate myself here. All right, creator Dr. Giro, height 7 foot. Wow. Classification bioandroid. DNA composition Earthling, Saiyan, Namekian, Frieza clan, etc. I guess Frieza's race doesn't have a name, does it? I never thought about that. Created to avenge the Red Ribbon Army. Extremely annoying to draw. I love how they reference that. Likes tournaments. He tap a Kermit the Frog. So we're fully referencing the DBZ abridged and the Devil Artemis bits because I mean it makes sense. He did animate this one.
Warriors that had battled on Earth and, when fully evolved, would become unstoppable.
And with their DNA, Cell absorbed all their powers and techniques too.
Common among all of them is the power to manipulate ki, or the energy that exists
Yeah.
in all living things, and weaponize it to fire energy blasts, fly at faster than light speeds, move things with telekinesis, and create force fields.
From the humans, Krillin and Tien, Cell knows the multiform technique,
Yeah.
Disc, and the Tri-Beam, his extra special favorite. Oh, we're not seeing Chaozu on this list. Sorry, bud.
Is Chaozu human?
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah,
Cell
I
can
wouldn't
fire
know
the
that.
death beam, as well as breathe in and travel through the vacuum of space with the
Yeah.
alien genes of Frieza and his father.
and because he's got Piccolo's DNA, Cell can regenerate humongous damage to his body
Yeah.
at the cost of some keys.
Cell has survived having half his body vaporized multiple times and cannot be destroyed
Yeah.
unless the small cluster of cells at the core of his being
There's a small cluster of cells in my head. It makes up my core. If that cluster isn't destroyed, my body can go on regenerating, even if only microscopic pieces remain. Yep.
is eradicated.
Should that little bugger survive, Cell will always return, even stronger than before, because of the Saiyan DNA he got from Goku and Vegeta. Definitely
Hacks.
the cream of the genetic crop.
The cream of the crop. What the fuck? I paid for premium. Why do I get ads? No. I literally just paid for premium.
Sure, he can perfectly replicate attacks like the
Oh,
Gallic
okay.
Gun, Spirit Bomb, and of course Kame.
I don't mean to cut these guys off. Key manipulation, flight, absorption, telekinesis, self-destruct, Saiyan power boost, Namekian regeneration, Kamehameha, instant transmission, Gallic gun, Big Bang attack, special beam cannon, death beam. Oh, that's Frieza's death beam, I bet. Solar flare, multiform technique, tri-beam, destructive disc, and spirit bomb.
Kamehameha, as well as teleport by locking onto a living being's key signature.
But the best part of being a Saiyan is how much crazy stronger they get every
Yep. Even better, now that I'm complete without number 18. And I've powered up like Son Gohan. It must have been my Saiyan cells, a boost in power after a brush with death.
time they almost die.
Yeah.
They can even evolve to become orders of magnitude stronger in the midst of battle. Combine that with Cell's healing factor, and he's
Yeah.
effectively the ultimate warrior.
Like a perpetual shonen motion machine.
Driven by a biological imperative, Cell wanted nothing more than to devour Giro's
Yeah.
previous androids, 17 and 18, believing it would make him perfect.
Only
Perfect.
one problem. The Cell we know was born in the future, and both 17 and 18 had been destroyed. So he murdered Trunks and went back in time. Not our Trunks, future Trunks. Well, not future Trunks, but another future Trunks.
It gets
Very
confusing.
complicated.
Yeah.
There's like 5 timelines.
As Cell defeated
Yeah.
and absorbed the androids, he evolved, not only getting stronger,
Larval state, imperfect cell, semi-perfect cell, perfect cell, powerhouse, power-weighted. I don't know what that means. Super perfect cell, comparable to Super Saiyan 2. Yeah.
but changing his personality,
Perfecter Cell.
developing a lust for battle.
He became less creepy bug serial killer and more, well, Saiyan.
Okay, last thing that I should have been the candidate for the Tournament of Power. I don't know why they never considered him. He is the perfect. You know he's in hell training right now. I'm just saying.
After exploiting that very Saiyan arrogance and warrior's pride, Cell finally became perfect.
And easily dominated Trunks and Vegeta, the latter of whom had decades of battle experience under his belt.
Perfect Cell's power was
Yep.
off the charts. He could threaten the whole Earth just by powering up. With a full power Kamehameha, he was even capable of destroying our entire solar system.
Yeah,
While
wow.
the vast majority of our solar system's mass is located in the sun, this still means that Cell's key wave would have to reach 2.8 billion miles to eradicate.
Well, they do
every
shoot
planet.
into space.
Whiz, maybe he was just exaggerating.
Not likely. Cell's claim has been backed up in multiple guidebooks
Oh,
and
oh,
even
oh.
demonstrated outright
Ah.
in the video games.
Cell's even stronger in the anime adaptation, considering the time Frieza blew up Hammock. In the anime, they
Okay, Frieza also survived that same blast. Other Toei characters like Garlic Jr. can create miniature black holes and nearly destroy a pocket dimension containing stars, making Frieza's feat consistent. Okay.
The explosion was literally hundreds of light years wide and lit up the friggin' galaxy.
And Cell was far stronger than Frieza was at that point in time.
Hell, the
Yeah.
Namekians could sense him all the way from a different galaxy and thought he might be a threat to the whole universe.
He's also incredibly
Crap.
fast.
I'm trying to read these things. And... why did the description come up?
Galaxy and thought he might be a threat
Okay. I don't know, but at this rate, it's not just Earth, but the whole universe that could be destroyed.
to the
Okay.
whole universe.
He's also incredibly fast,
Oh.
capable of blitzing even the
Okay, can destroy the solar system, tank Krillin's Destructo Disc. Did he? Oh, yeah, he did. Right, it hit him right in the neck. It didn't do anything. Survived a planet-sized Final Flash, regenerated from self-destruction, compared to the Super Demon King Deborah. Defeated Piccolo, Vegeta, Trunks, and Goku. Briefly contended with the almighty Hercule Satan.
Strongest Z fighters at the time. Goku flew from Grand Kai's planet of heaven all the way to hell, hundreds of billions of light years in half a minute. And that was in his base form.
Yeah, that's cool, but how about the power to squeeze Mini Cell Juniors out
Oh,
of your
yeah,
butt?
that?
What? Never heard of that key technique? Call it the Kegel.
Perfect Cell was entirely without peer, and
Heaven is described as the size of a universe in the Daisenshu and by characters in the anime. Goku did this shortly after dying, when he was still largely inferior to Cell. Oh.
no longer wedded to Jiro's
I think that's
petty
just what he
grudge,
said.
decided to prove it with a tournament.
The Cell Game!
Cell Games!
Goku couldn't even beat him. What hope did anyone else have? Vegeta couldn't even handle a Cell Jr.
Their last hope was
Right.
Goku's own son, Gohan.
After Cell arrogantly let him power
When he
up,
peaked.
Gohan unleashed his rage, pushed the bug monster to his absolute limits, and beat him. Wow, Cell, you really are related to Vegeta, aren't you?
In truth, Cell was a victim of his own success. The same Saiyan genes that made him all-powerful also sowed the seeds of his defeat.
Oh my
Love
god.
Roblox?
I can't believe this.
Earn Roblox digital gift cards with
I don't even
Microsoft
play Roblox.
He got so mad, he even blew himself up. Maybe he does have some Chaozu in him after all.
Yep.
That wasn't enough to totally put him down, and he came back with the same Super Saiyan power-up that Gohan had just unlocked.
Super perfect Cell. Now with more lightning. In a battle for the ages, Cell put the entire weight of his biological programming against one lone Saiyan and went the distance.
With one arm.
But in the end, it still wasn't enough. No matter how brilliantly Dr. Gero copied the Z-Fighters, he still couldn't quite figure out their knack for going beyond.
What can be
Go
destroyed
beyond.
can always be rebuilt. All it takes to recreate the most fearsome warrior in the universe is one single Cell.
Oh, that was it. Okay.
Hey, real quick, did you know Death Metal launched our own time and again, the world and its cuddly
Here we
forest
go.
critters were threatened by the evil and oval Dr. Ivo
Evil and
Eggman
oval.
robot.
I love that.
And time and again, that same world and those same critters were saved by Sonic the Hedgehog.
It's
No
our
matter
boy.
how many robotic badniks the good doctor threw at his blue spiky nemesis, his schemes were always 6 spin jumps to the glowing wing spot away from getting cracked and scrambled.
But it wouldn't be over easy for Eggman. If he couldn't defeat the Blue Blur, he would make his own Metal Sonic.
Well, 0
His
points
most
on
perfect
creativity
creation.
for that name, but goddamn, he does look metal as hell.
They say
Yep.
imitation is the sincerest form of flattery, so Eggman
Okay, there we go. Creator Dr. Ivo Eggman Robotnik. Height 3'3". So he's half my height. Weight 276 pounds. That's actually heavier than I thought. I thought he was very incredibly lightweight. But it does make sense if he needs to like actually hit hard. I just was expecting nearly 300 pounds. Hyper Metal Sonic, Metal Overlord, Metallics. Main CPU, Lips AI, Eggman custom chip. Don't know anything about that really. Frame, I don't want to say this. Monocoque titanium. I don't know how you pronounce that, but I feel like it's monocoque. Monocoque titanium. Engine 15 cubic units in 4-valve Orgone fusion engine. I didn't know that these things had statistics. Likes destroying Sonic, breezy. Hates Sonic. That's great.
built Metal with more than enough blast processing to match his prototype.
Metal can zoom around at massively hypersonic speeds, fast enough to fly to nearby
Yeah.
planets in seconds.
He's tougher than Eggman's standard equipment, some of which can survive black holes.
Metal
Yep.
can use all of Sonic's power-ups, and even replicate his classic spin dash and light speed attack.
But he's got moves of
Hell
his
yeah.
own.
He can attack with energy blast, fire a chest laser, surround himself in an electric aura, or an impenetrable force field.
By
Yep.
overloading his circuitry with energy, Metal can activate V maximum overdrive, quadrupling his acceleration and obliterating anything in his path.
Yeah.
At the risk of self-destructing.
You'd think all that'd be enough
Yeah.
to turn the rodent into roadkill, but it only took one showdown on Stardust Speedway to send Metal to the scrap heap.
On paper, Metal should be able to outmatch Sonic in every way, and yet
Yeah.
he doesn't. For some reason, Eggman wasn't able to capture that ineffable quality that makes Sonic the fastest thing alive. Metal's defeats at the hands of Sonic and his friends sharpened his AI into a seething hatred of his rival, and
Right.
a burning desire to prove himself superior.
Yeah.
But when you're getting your supersized red ass handed to you by Charmy B, you know something's gone horribly wrong.
Metal's
Yeah.
defeats gave him an existential crisis. If he was created to surpass Sonic and couldn't even manage that,
I need a
what
Metal
was
Sonic
it?
story
Why
that's
should
just
he
soul.
exist?
Never once
Solely
in his
him.
defeat, Eggman took Metal back to the drawing board and birthed him anew. You,
This Neo Metal Sonic was, above all, far smarter.
especially after he copied Eggman's intelligence and took over his empire.
Yep.
I mean, literally copied. If Metal started
And
a
everyone
Sonic
else.
copycat, why not hunt all of his furry friends down and copy them too?
Neo
Yep.
Metal Sonic is equipped with scanners in his optic receptors that
Okay, I want to see flight, spin dash, homing attack, chest laser, V maximum overdrive, ring spark field, black shield, but copycat, chaos control, time stop warping, teleportation, spatial distortion, power ups, lost labyrinth treasure, hyper go on energy. I've heard of that. I don't remember exactly what it is. Dark rings, chaos emeralds, and master emerald.
can copy a person's biodata, giving him the
Uh-huh.
ability to recreate all of their abilities in seconds.
Like the Sonic Boom, Knuckles' Hammer Punch, Tails' magical swiveling asshole, and Soup's ability to suck at fishing.
Metal isn't just
Oh my
learning
God.
moves, he can replicate more esoteric powers like silver psychokinesis.
Psychokinesis.
Manufacture Rouge's mechanical bat
oh,
guard.
oh, oh, oh. So, Tails speculates in the IDW comic that Metal could have copied Blaze's pyrokinesis or Soul Emerald manipulation. His comments also infer that Metal can copy other multiple traits at once. Ooh. What were they saying about Rouge? I kind of missed
Metal
it.
isn't just learning their moves, he can replicate more esoteric powers like silver psychokinesis, manufacture Rouge's mechanical bat guards, or
Bat
alter his
guards,
very biology to copy Espio's chameleon invisibility.
Yeah?
It's worth mentioning that biological data is a real scientific term and can refer to molecular structures like the genome sequence within a living organism's DNA.
Yeah, his copying
It's going
is
above
so
me.
busted, it
Then what if Neo copied Blaze's biodata? He'd be able to use her fire powers at least and harness the Soul Emeralds for himself at worst.
doesn't really matter that he's a robot made of metal. If you can do it, so can he.
Yeah.
Probably helps that he can shapeshift and regenerate his whole body from a puddle.
Likely
Yeah.
by copying one of the mightiest beings on the planet,
Chaos?
God of Destruction, Chaos.
Yeah.
Not the only chaos he's encountered.
By scanning the ultimate life form, Shadow the Hedgehog, he gained his ability to manipulate some of the most powerful artifacts in the universe.
Yeah.
You mean the Chaos
The
Emerald?
Chaos Emeralds? I have them
Yes,
right here.
The emeralds contain an infinite wellspring of mystical power and life energy. With them, Metal can perform Shadow's
I
chaos
wanted-
control.
I want to read that. Alright. Save the Chaos Emeralds. Could this be the end of South Island? That evil maniac Dr. Robotnik has another twisted idea to take over the world. This time he wants to steal the mystical Chaos Emeralds. What do you mean this time? The emeralds are the source of vitality for all living things, but in the hands of the rotten Dr. Robotnik, they could be turned into nuclear something. The emeralds are the source of vitality for all living things. Yep.
Wellspring of mystical power and life energy. With them, Metal can perform Shadow's chaos control. He
Hell
can
yeah.
teleport, warp, and distort space, boost his speed, and stop time. And with either the Chaos Emeralds or Master Emerald, he can transform into
Super Neo Metal Sonic. Yep. Metal Sonic Kai, Giga Mega Sonic, or Giga Metal Sonic, Neo Metal Sonic, Metal Overlord, Master Overlord. What's Master Overlord? Super Neo Metal Sonic, invulnerability, energy projection, and size shifting. Well, weren't you going to stop me?
a Super Neo Metal Sonic.
Completely
Is that on
invulnerable and
IDW
completely
thing?
Golden. Super
Ah!
This game
There's something I couldn't give a fuck about.
Neo Metal Sonic can move at faster than light speeds and has the power to move continents.
The emeralds are inconceivably powerful. They've
Oh,
been used to fuel Eggman's
New note, new note. Sorry for the flashbang.
Death Egg, which could
There we go. Sonic Speed Simulator follows Sega's character lore guidelines and shows Metal can achieve a more stable super form with the Chaos Emeralds, in addition to using the Master Emerald in the IDW comic. Save Floating Island. Last time Sonic and Robotnik went head-to-head, Sonic blasted Robotnik's Death Egg to smithereens. The explosion heaved Sonic deep into the floating island's mushroom hills. Sonic knows that many emeralds, including the Master Emerald, are hidden somewhere on Floating Island. He bets that Knuckles' character knows where they are. Sonic can't let Robotnik get his hands on the Master Emerald. He'd have Death Egg fuel forever, and Floating Island would be destroyed. Okay, so it would be that'd be like Sonic and Knuckles.
obliterate star systems.
On their own, they can even create and destroy whole universes.
Other super characters like Sonic have battled and defeated beings like the Time Eater, who could destroy multiple dimensions and timelines in seconds. At their
Oh shit! I keep looking away for like one
beings like the
half
Time
of a
Eater, who
second.
could destroy multiple dimensions and time.
All right. After being trounced by Sonic, Dr. Eggman finds himself drifting in space. In the void, he finds a mysterious, malevolent force he dubs Time Eater. The Mad Doctor cybernetically enhances the Time Eater and unleashes it on all of space-time, reducing reality to a white void and kidnapping all of Sonic's friends. On his birthday, no less. Sonic eventually teams up with himself, and together the boys in blue use the power of their speed to reverse the damage. As they piece together reality, Dr. Eggman recruits his classic self to fully upgrade the Time Eater into its formidable final form. In the end, the heroic hedgehogs call upon the power of the Chaos Emeralds to eliminate the Time Eater as supersonics.
Lines in seconds. At their peak, 3 super hedgehogs have even fought Solaris, who nearly consumed Sonic's entire multiverse.
So
Yeah.
Super Neo Metal Sonic should be just as powerful.
Whoa,
as
what
any
is
of them.
this?
So he's got to be quick because all that
What was that? What was that game? All right. Metal Sonic should outclass the younger classic Super Sonic, who also fought Time Eater and is capable of matching modern Super Sonic, Shadow, and Silver after copying their biodata. Super Neo Metal Sonic and modern Super Sonic have also fought evenly in Sonic Speed Simulator.
power only lasts
Oh, that's
a
probably
short
what that
time.
game was.
The road to
Okay.
total domination was nearly at an end. After manipulating Sonic and friends and copying their abilities, Metal eventually combined their biodata with the mighty Egg Fleet and became Metal Overlord.
Metal
Complete
Overlord.
with missiles, giant crystal projectiles,
Yep.
and strength to match 3 supersonic heroes all by himself. Overlord is all-time final boss material.
Yeah.
He knew it. His ego might as well have had its own health bar.
Right. Oh, fuck. Where's my model? There I am. Hello. All right. Usurp the control of the Eggman Empire, can keep up with Sonic the Hedgehog, flew from Little Planet to Earth in seconds, harnessed the power of the Chaos Emerald and the Master Emerald, matched Eggman's genius intellect, battled teams Sonic, Rose, Dark, and Chaotix all at once, defeated Sonic, Knuckles, Silver, and Shadow.
Metal's drive to surpass his rival had morphed into the delusional belief that he was the original, and Sonic the loathsome copy.
A copy that Metal had finally outclassed. All the heroes Metal had gathered had to team up to take him down.
He may have stolen their
Yeah.
abilities, but Metal never possessed the thing that made the Sonic
Eggman states that the Chaos Emeralds roughly matched Metal Overlord in power, making him comparable to feats or machines powered by the Emeralds or other equivalents. That's fucking crazy.
heroes successful, their friendship and teamwork.
Aw, how cute! Gag. Probably should have added some of those goddamn rails to the final boss fight, because it is impossible to land on those things.
You know what? You're real for that.
After getting trashed again, Eggman reprogrammed Metal to purge any bits of rebelliousness from his code.
Metal
Yeah.
returned to being the Eggman Army's chief enforcer, always proving invaluable as the Bad Doctor's greatest creation, now completely obedient once again.
I don't know, Wiz. Who knows what's really going
I don't
on
know.
behind those
They need to do
glowing
more with
red
him.
eyes. Maybe Metal is more cunning than he lets on, and is only biding his time until he can take over again.
That's
Maybe
more
The
likely.
most powerful thing that Metal copied was the ability to lie.
Ooh. I like that.
Hey, I'm Chad, the voice of Boomstick. And if you don't believe
Oh,
me,
hey,
well,
Boomstick.
what about now? That's what I thought. Look, the matchup is about to begin, and we can't wait for you to see it. But first, I want to tell you about a brand new thing coming to the Death Battle store, and it's something you guys have been asking
We're getting
for.
2 ads
Matchup
in the same
pitches.
video?
It's a way to meet with me and Ben, the creators of Death Battle, and pitch us a matchup that you've been wanting to see. Any
Oh,
matchup,
okay.
Any way you like. We'd love to hear from you. This was originally a Kickstarter reward, but due to popular demand, we wanted to keep it going. A lot of episodes of Death Battle that are currently being worked on are because of a pitch. So we want to give each
Okay.
pitch the time it needs, so quantity is limited, so you better act quick. Death Battle pitches are available right now.
I can't think
on
of any off the top of my head, but that's actually a
our
really cool
website.
idea.
It's like a Patreon mixed with
It's just-
stuff. And if you're a website member,
it's
you get
cranking out
discounts on
ideas
all of
for
our
them,
merch,
so.
including the pitch calls. While you're there, make sure you check out the Death Battle Retro Tee. It's a shirt we made like over a decade ago. The first Death Battle shirt. I found the file and recreated it.
Oh, that's
Only a much
awesome.
nicer shirt. So check that out while you're there. Anyway, let's get to the fight. I know you want to see it, and Boomstick wants to see one of these copycats get copy-capped. So here we go, and remember,
I can't wait.
GG. We want to hear your pitches.
I can't wait. Okay.
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the day.
Are we gonna get an ad before this?
It's time for a death battle!
Yes, we are.
Salutations, Dr. Robotnik. Your reputation
Salutations.
precedes you. Bring me your strongest fighter or face... Then prepare to kneel before your master.
Hell yeah.
Perfect.
Okay, we're getting a Cell theme remix. Oh, it's weird he's leading with this. Okay. I mean, it cuts his power in half for each copy.
Tell
Okay.
me, does a machine like yourself ever experience fear?
Ah, stealing Vegeta's line. Not anymore. Oh, hell yeah. Damn, we're jumping right to Metal Overlord? Oh, he's throwing a planet at him. Okay.
Fool, you're dealing with the ultimate life form.
That was so cool! Hang on, I can't just bypass that. I cannot just bypass that. Hang on, that was so cool. I love the scribble work. I don't know what it's called. That was so cool. It looks kind of goofy when I'm doing this. Oh, that's so... Okay. Imperfect cell silhouette. Oh, that's so fucking cool. And it's going... Okay. It's going to 2 now. So it shifts from 1, 2, 3. Oh, that was so cool. I had to give that scene the respect it deserved. Anyway, we're back.
Fool, you're dealing with the ultimate life form. I already possess his data. Observe. Chaos. Done.
Troll?
Life form data successfully copied.
Oh, hell yeah.
It'll take more than that to kill me, puppet!
Okay.
I know. Now I know everything.
Now I'm you.
Insect.
Oh, are we getting the... Okay, hang on. Wow, what a fucking scene. I wonder if Metal's going to take this now because Metal or Cell can't actively copy. He can't immediately copy things. I wonder if that's the case. Yep, and now we're getting a mini battle. Tri-beam.
Don't you dare.
I love this. I love this. Oh, cool. The Cell Games Arena is still there. Oh my god. Here we go, here we go.
Just the greatest warrior in the universe. I am all of them.
So is Metal. Come on.
If you are all of them, then so am I.
Yeah.
I'll never lose to a machine like...
Yeah. Please tell me that got... We're getting what I'm made of, too.
I'll crush you.
Oh my god.
So, now Metal's got all the powers of the Chaos Emeralds and the Z Fighters?
Yep.
Well, that world's fucked.
Yep. The world is fucking doomed. Okay. Okay. Bravo. I was selling Metal Sonic super short, and I should have just stuck true to my guns on that. I should have just said, you know what, Metal's gonna win this because I love Metal more. That's just okay. Death battle, I never know which way it's gonna go with you.
Cell may have been one of the greatest threats in Dragon Ball Z, but Eggman's greatest creation ultimately proved too much for him. Let's break this down into 4 categories: strength, speed, abilities, and adaptation.
Alright, alright.
First up, who was the strongest? Well, it's no surprise that any version of Cell was gonna be way more powerful than base Metal or Neo. Even just using the manga, blowing up a solar system is far beyond the level of power output Metal can match.
Without his stronger forms. With them, the power gap entirely reversed. Not only could Metal match Cell's solar system busting or scaling from Frieza, but he could surpass it with the universe-destroying power of the Emeralds.
But hang
Right.
on, Wiz. Those Namekians said that Cell was strong enough to threaten a universe on his own.
They did, but they didn't specify how, and there's nothing suggesting he could destroy it in one go, especially since it's only brought up theoretically and without any time frame.
Even
Okay.
being generous and assuming he could just blow it up, final
Okay, hang on. Even scaling Cell to Toei Broly, who could destroy the South Galaxy, would still be less powerful than threatening the entirety of Sonic's multiverse. True.
bosses like Time Eater and Solaris can destroy the wider multiverse, and Super Neo Metal would scale to them. Metal Sonic takes the edge in strength.
And with
Okay.
Sonic characters being known for their speed, you might think that was an easy win for Metal.
At his max speed in his super form, he should be comparable to entities like the Time Eater, who in Shadow Generations can destroy entire universes.
Yeah, but he can
in
stop
seconds.
time,
By
so-
using the radius of the observable universe, we can estimate the Time Eater's destructive wave traveled at about 180 quadrillion times faster.
I don't know how you're getting that
Certainly
number.
impressive, but let's compare that to Goku's flight from heaven to hell shortly after the Cell games, which covered roughly a universe in distance at approximately 180 quadrillion times faster than light.
Hey, just
Ah, come on. Give me the breakdown. At least this one doesn't have sound. This one does, though.
They're an organization of assassins. They use
Just like Time Eater. The difference, though, was that Goku was in his base form, way slower than Super Saiyan 2 Gohan or Super Perfect Cell.
Factoring in Super Saiyan multipliers, Super Perfect Cell can move upwards of 100 times faster than that, and so 100 times faster than Metal Sonic. Somehow, Cell takes the edge in speed. It's the
But-
thing Metal was designed for.
Okay.
Wasn't expecting that. Let's see if any of their abilities could tip the scales.
They shared many of the same powers, like telekinesis,
It's probably going under
force fields,
abilities
and
then.
energy projectiles. Of note though, Cell's regeneration was clearly superior, able to fully heal from a single cluster of microscopic cells.
On top of that, Cell's Saiyan genes would let him grow in power every time he almost died, and his Cell Juniors gave
Yeah.
him the numbers advantage.
And considering Super Neo Metal had a time limit, Cell would have a big advantage in a battle of attrition.
But with Chaos Control, that became a lot tougher.
Cell and his juniors had no
Yeah.
way to deal with Metal boosting his speed or stopping time, something that countered Cell's speed advantage and left him open. And with Silver's psychokinesis, or the Emerald spatial distortion, Metal could seriously impair Cell's healing.
So it helped that Cell could fall back on his martial arts abilities in
Okay.
a pinch.
Despite effectively being a newborn, Cell's genetic instincts allowed him to best Earth's most skilled warriors back to back to back.
Metal may have copied Eggman's brains, but he definitely isn't as good of a fighter. The Sonic heroes haven't trained like the Z fighters, and Metal's been beaten by all of them a bunch of times. So all that in mind, abilities is roughly a wash.
Which leads
Okay.
us to the one thing they're both known for. Their capability to evolve and become more powerful
And adaptation.
in response to their opponents,
Okay.
aka their adaptation.
Yeah,
And
adaptation,
frankly,
right.
That's where this back and forth completely breaks. Because at the end of the day, Metal can copy Cell, but Cell can't absorb Metal.
Cell's ability to physically absorb an opponent
Okay.
is primarily viable against foes he can match or overpower.
Even if
Okay, hang on. The Dyson Shu claims Perfect Cell gained 17 and 18's infinite energy generators after absorbing them. However, not only does Cell tire against Goku, the Chaos Emeralds also grant Metal infinite energy within the Super's transformation's time limit.
he
Okay.
took Metal by surprise, he can't absorb fully inorganic robots like Android 16.
Cell was only able to absorb androids 17 and 18 because they were primarily organic.
They're actually more like
Uh-huh.
cyborgs and are only called androids
Okay. An artificial human who is a modified human boy. Dyson Shu 2. Okay.
in the English translation.
Metal, on the other hand, can copy a target's biodata through only a few seconds of direct eyesight, something he could easily accomplish during a time stop.
And using it on Cell means he wouldn't just get Cell's powers, but the powers of all of the
Yeah,
Cell
that's the
Warriors
crazy
too.
thing.
Remember, Metal's copying applies to abilities that fundamentally affect his own biology, like Espio's invincibility or Chaos's liquid body. Nothing Cell has would be off limits, especially given all of Cell's powers were
Yeah.
genetically encoded in the first place. Quite literally, biodata.
Cell's Saiyan power-ups? Copied. Cell's regeneration? Copied. Cell's key techniques? Believe it or not, copied.
Chaos Emeralds
Yeah.
are described as being able to produce life energy, similar to Ki. So there's a precedent for him being able to replicate Cell's power set. And at this point, there's nothing stopping Metal from, say,
Oh,
stopping time and using a Kamehameha.
Okay. Furthermore, the Earth's life force energy restored the emeralds, and vice versa in Sonic Unleashed. Chaos energy can also manipulate souls and restore life, just like Ki.
To vaporize him at a cellular level, just like Gohan did.
Cell might be able to do anything the Z
Okay. While Androids 16, 17, and 18 lack natural Ki, they can imitate it with artificial generators. Metal Sonic's generators are similar, utilizing Orgon energy, another form of life energy, further reinforcing that Metal could reliably imitate Ki. Oh,
fighters
okay.
know how to do, but that's not gonna help him, because Metal can do anything Cell knows how to do.
Strange, isn't
Cell
it?
just doesn't have any options to retaliate that Metal wouldn't also possess, including any of his previous advantages. Metal's copy ability is just that overpowered.
Oh,
All
guess
right.
Now I get why they called it Sonic CD.
Why's that?
Cell died. Where's he? You get it? CD.
That's great.
Where's-
They got a laugh out of me.
Come on back. Next time on Death.
All right, what we got next? I can't really tell. Bakugo versus. Oh, I don't.
Subscribe and
I don't
join
know.
as a member to see
Reese. I don't know who Reese is from. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not very versed in anime besides Dragon Ball and My Hero. But yeah, that's this one really surprised me. So I'm glad that I watched it and reacted to it. But yeah, that's where this video ends. If you like this video, be sure to give it a like and consider subscribing. I like doing death battles. I really haven't watched a lot of them. I've watched the most popular one because, like, Bowser versus Eggman, I have seen. But, I mean, or if you have other suggestions for ones for me to watch, I am down for it. Leave a comment down below for that. But yeah, I will see y'all in the next video. I'll see you later.